What's up? I am back again with another update. This time it is the flower moon, full moon in Scorpio. It is approximately 2:30 a.m. on May 14th, so just about a day and a half ago since the literal full moon. I did my homework. This full moon is at 22 degrees, and 22 is associated with Capricorn. And 22 is also in numerology the master builder number. So Scorpio is a sign that gets a lot of. Scorpio is just one of those signs. Scorpionic energy is definitely a very thorough cleansing type of vibe, because when you think about what Scorpio is associated with in the body, elimination. And when you think about the process and the energy it takes to eliminate things, I feel like that can neutralize any extreme pull or push from Scorpionic vibes. There are other planets in Scorpio, or just other points, Lilith being one. Lilith is in Scorpio, and Lilith is associated with, I guess, the shadow side of femininity. Maybe that's a good way to put it. I know historically she's known as like a night demon and all that stuff. Adam's first wife. But yes, full moon in Scorpio. And I'm just looking at the bottom cards here. We actually have this really pretty Scorpio card. The Scorpion, it's associated, well, the keyword, is investigate. I like that word. For Scorpio, get to the depths, get down to the nitty gritty. Regardless if it's deep or dark or mysterious, taboo. So, with the full moon, a lot of these types of things have been illuminated. What has already been eliminated, what is about to start the process of elimination. So yeah. I have hibiscus here. Hibiscus, the keyword is joy. It's associated with Venus and Pluto. Pluto rules Scorpio. And then we have true self, associated with the element of fire. Mars. Scorpio is traditionally ruled by Mars. And then have transfiguration popping out a little bit. Jurgon Saja. And doesn't that look like the tower? And then there's like the snake. So realizations. Investigate your true self so you know what brings you joy put you in a position to give of the self without an agenda. Pure love and everything you have dreamed will happen when you're ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. Scorpio is a feminine sign. Reception. Investigate your receptiveness. Because would you allow yourself to receive? Based off this flow, is in direct correlation and accordance with what you give. Which makes sense. I haven't been keeping up too much with what's going on out in the world besides what have I heard about? Tory Lanez getting stabbed, and of course that always reignites the issues between him and Meg Thee Stallion. I shared a little bit of thoughts on it, like I don't know enough details, but he's a Leo, she's an Aquarius, so there's that spectrum. Because what is Leo's? Like, I shine, perhaps, maybe. But I think that goes into giving and receiving. Like, how much do you give yourself and how much do you give to the greater community that you're part of? But yeah, that's really all I have to say and speak on that situation. But back to this underlying Capricorn vibe from the 22 degrees. That's the third decan of Capricorn. Capricorn is the next Earth sign after Scorpio. So, whatever is eliminated by the time it gets to a Scorpionic energy, I would say Capricorn is what creates the building blocks from that. Like, Scorpio eliminated it so it could be built proper by the time it gets to Capricorn energy. So, the structure within the depths of it all. It being life. It being the will of life. And if you've seen in my other videos, yes, the last video I posted about the 555 in just May 2025. Unfortunately, the first video I didn't get out because the noise, my voice, you just could not hear my voice over the noise, and it was really unfortunate because I had some good information in there, but I can reshare. I'm now offering Pluto retrograde readings. Is that the right word? Consultations, readings, group session. I haven't really decided, but I'm gonna post an initial video about the Pluto retrograde and then open myself up further for anybody that wants to go further and really see how it is affecting them personally, or a group. I'm feeling like a group would be nice, just so multiple perspectives are just automatically involved. But yes, that's exciting. Pluto retrogrades until October 14th, I believe. I'm not sure if it retrogrades back into Capricorn at all, but it might. And if it did, it would be the third decan of Capricorn. But yeah, let's get into some cards to see, to let it, just give us some visuals. What's up? What is this theme for us? So for the theme, I'm just going to pull one card each from each deck I have, which is 4. And then I'm just going to use this Mystic Forest Oracle cards to clarify anything. I like these cards. Oh, 11. So just let us know about the theme of this full moon in Scorpio 2025. Nettle action. We have Mars and Pluto, and then we have another snake. And then this red planet, Mars. Alright. So the theme are actions. What actions need to be taken to full moon in Scorpio? What needs to be eliminated to make space for a better structure? Alright, tell us more about the theme. 2 cards. I'm gonna want 1. These tell us about the theme of this full moon in Scorpio 2025. It's called the flower moon because the flowers are beginning to blossom. So the theme. Yeah, still need to give 2 cards, so we'll take them. Take 2 cards. So we have intimacy. Okay. Definitely a Scorpio theme. Into me I see. It says connect, discover and voice needs, explore, heal. And then we have stillness. It's a number 10. Intimacy is a number 2. Intimacy is associated with the element of water. Scorpio is a water sign. And then stillness is associated with air, the element of air. It says calm the mind, overthinking, observe, awareness. All right. So we have action, intimacy, stillness. So right off the bat, the theme is coming out as finding the true personal balance between the active and passive parts of life. So really balancing the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine, the yin, the yang, you know, whatever floats your boat. And to be able to properly do that, you have to be able to connect with the self, be able to see into the self, calm the mind. It's okay to venture within the self, because considering the times, if you don't know yourself, it's just going to be a lot harder to know what to do. Show us more about the theme of this full moon in Scorpio 2025. source. So yes, where is the source of your drive? The sun is a star. The sun is the biggest star acknowledged in our solar system. Shows me another thing. Rejuvenate yourself. So yes, rejuvenate the self. Tap into the inner youth. You know, tap into the inner child, tap into the inner teenager, the inner preteen. Because that is the purest source that the self has. And also with the sun, just considering the times, solar flares, getting out into the sun, getting out into the water, being one with the sun and the water and the air. It's going to rejuvenate itself. It is going to allow information, light codes, upgrades, activations, all those things. If you know, you know. I'm looking forward to tapping more into those topics. So the theme, balancing the inner light and inner darkness to allow the inner youth to shine through. So, with the sun, a lot of information is probably going to be coming up to be eliminated. So that's why the calm the mind overthinking. Because, you know, based on research, they say that the mind can't tell when something has actually been lived. Sorry. My battery. If you actually did it or not. So, if you're having things come up, you know, they can really stress the body out. Stress the mind out, which could stress the body out. Just take time to relax. What is the message on rejuvenate yourself? Know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. Sister girl looks like she is resting. You know, just in the depths. Just in the waters of her being. Sister girl's resting. But alright, how is the energies of this full moon in Scorpio directly affecting us? Hibiscus, joy, the hummingbird. Hummingbird medicine is really sweet. And this is such a pretty card. And those three faces. Maiden, Mother, Crone. The Trinity. And knowing the limitations. So, the capacity to feel joy is definitely directly correlated to how balanced you are within the self and how in tune with the waters with the flows and the ebbs and the flows of the waters, and so the feelings as well as the thoughts. So yes, the capacity to feel joy is directly connected to how balanced you are within the self. Yes. What's the time? 2:46. Okay. And then how is the energy of this full moon in Scorpio working towards higher advantage? Powdarko. Ladies, menstrual cycle. So this is really a moon phase to work with to really eliminate anything that's directly affecting your menstrual cycle, your reproductive cycle. Powdarko. It is number 7. The keyword is metamorphosis. It's associated with the moon and Pluto. So we still are having that underlying Scorpio vibe. Probably going to read from the guidebook for some of these. And how is the full moon in Scorpio energies challenging us? Amanita. I believe these are called Los Niños. I'm not sure though. It's associated with Neptune and Pluto and Mercury. It's a sweet little card. Number 42, keyword conduit. It can be challenging to stay open, to keep the heart open, which is necessary to give and receive love and joy and all of these higher vibrational feelings. And this is all directly correlated to calming the mind, because a lot is going to come up, because that's one of the messages that came out in the first part of the video that didn't upload. Solar flares, and the keyword was activation. So things are being activated, and it can be intense. But just remember, it's an elimination. It's not anything else. It's not a relapse. It's not anything other than it's coming up to be eliminated. How deeply into yourself can you see before, how aware of the self are you? All right, and the best way to utilize these energies of the full moon in Scorpio, this way, we have dandelion. It's associated with, is it Chiron? Is that how we're pronouncing it? And Jupiter. Look at this cool little sacred geometry over there. And the archer. Dandelion. Wounded healer. Okay, and I like to pull one of these cards from the Star Codes Astro Oracle. What is the best way to utilize these energies of the full moon Scorpio? Moon perception. This is the first time I'm pulling this card. We have the sun and the moon. So again, hinting at that balance. I really enjoy these cards. See all the moon phases? We're just talking about the menstrual cycle. Something else I'm excited to announce, but that's coming soon. So tap into some things, phase things out. Let it phase out. And I just think that's neat how these are reversed. Like in tarot, the sun is 19 and the moon is 18. All right, let's read the guidebook. We're going to go back to hibiscus. Hibiscus. Upright, nectar, grace, sensuality, beauty, divine feminine, nurturing creativity. Reversed. Sadness, insecurity, unhappiness, unworthiness, lack of pleasure, self-doubt. The guidance from hibiscus. Like hibiscus, you emanate the essence of Venusian grace. Like my last video, it's all about Venus right now. You hold and cradle life. You are the nurturer. Your presence brings renewal and joy to others. Express your creativity to keep attracting this colorful energy back to you. Like the hummingbird, you are a creature of nectar, the conduit of divine love and joy. Reverse. Hummingbird may represent the inability to see the many blessings you've been giving. Don't shy away from your power. You are worthy of it all. Follow the dance of the hummingbird. Journey into your sadness and know that this pain is just the thread within the fabric of joy. So that's how it's directly affecting us. The feminine aspect within the self, which will be reflected back out of the self. All right, and then what we have working to our advantage, Pau de Arco, Metamorphosis. For the longest, I had this deck. It took me forever to notice the old version of her laying right there, and I just feel like that's very symbolic of Scorpion energy, but also the power of the minstrel in each cycle, you know, is basically a metamorphosis. And this is what's working to our advantage. So the ability to rise after, you know, a death. Upright, discovery through darkness, transcendence of the known, unearthing fear, nonconformity, breaking cycles. And this is what's working to our advantage, so I don't really think I need to read the reverse. Guidance. Lapacho is one of the great protectors of the sacred, and she is welcoming you in. Archetypally, Pau de Arco embodies one of the faces of the Dark Goddess in her mighty splendor. The Dark Goddess is multifaceted, challenging belief systems, frailties, weaknesses, and testing our strength. Like Pluto, Lapacho demands you rebel against the ignorance of the old self and learned paradigms that inhibit the splendor of your self-expression. Her mighty darkness provides the tools to rebuild ourselves anew, triggering instant metamorphoses. Don't fear the unknown nature mystery. The cosmic womb in its darkness births all hidden potentials into existence. Trust and step in, you are being guided. So, yes. Follow through all the phases. Alright, Amanita as a challenge. Upright, conduit, channel, bridger of realities, connection to higher power, celebration, coming home, family, awakening. Reversed, a lack of belonging, disconnected from source. Family healing, unhappiness, ungrounded. Your channel is open. Earth spirits celebrate you as you come back home. You feel one with nature and all her offspring, your extended family. You can clearly see through the veil, and your gift of profound insight is now at hand. You are here to be a bridge for the children of the earth, a conduit of safety and healing energy for the newer generations. Embody the medicine of children. Laugh, sing, and play, spreading joy in the world, regardless of your age. If you feel disconnected, breathe. Focus on releasing old breath by emptying your lungs with long exhales. Explore by connecting to nature's cycles and co-create with your chosen family to regain a sense of belonging. Root chakra, people. Definitely ground yourself. The vibes are changing. The energy flows are changing. You know, I feel like that's why the sun and the moon also came up, because we are reaching completely different cycles, people. Completely different cycles. If you're feeling disconnected, okay, get on YouTube University and find you a breathing video, breathing techniques. There are lots of amazing practitioners on here. Okay, we're not sleeping on nothing or nobody anymore. We're just not. We're not. And that's one of the main reasons why I take the time to do these. Sometimes you just have to start with what you got. And sometimes the simplest practices help you anchor in and hone in on your intuitive skills. But dandelion, uproot. This is how we best utilize the energies. Wounded healer, wounds as tools to awaken, healing journey, inner child healing. Reversed, wounded inner child, inactive, rejected instincts, trauma, victimization. Those are all things that can block you from giving and receiving love, giving and receiving joyous feelings. You literally might feel weird being happy and childlike. The energy of this moon cycle is good to work with if you're ready to eliminate that. Dandelion is here to remind you that you can thrive regardless of your circumstances. Take ownership over your wounds, find gratitude in the lessons, dive deep into the depths of your origins, and use your wounding to further define the purpose and healing you are here to transmit and share with the world. Don't let your pain define your personality, but draw from it for strength and purpose. Like Chiron, you are born from the seeds of higher order and intelligence. Embrace this great healing power you've been given and go beyond the outlined path. Now let's read about the sun and the moon. We have sun. Celestial characters, the luminaries, the sun and the moon. In your natal chart, the sun symbolizes the core of your personality, your life force, ego, and consciousness. The sign and aspects of the sun describe how you express that basic vital energy. From our earthly perspective, the sun circles the zodiac once a year, but in truth, the sun is the center point around which the planets revolve. All other bodies in our solar system reflect its light. It is unimaginably huge. A million Earths could fit within. Action. The sun's light shines through the teacher, actor, lover, leader, those who use their enthusiasm, warmth, and charisma for a common good. It's time for you to take center stage. Let the sun's light flow through you and shine, illuminate, and energize your surroundings. And use this to be of service. Notice what feeds your vitality and work with it. As you let the sun flow through you, your health will improve. You will draw support to your energy and enthusiasm. Step into your potential. If you're asking about a project, notice how the vitality flows through the design and clear the path. Let the situation be a channel for the sun's energy and feel it take on its own life. Take on a life of its own. That goes with Amanita, the challenging. Challenge. Narcissism is the shadow of the sun's energy, the false belief that I am the center of the universe and you are not. Learn to earn attention and respect rather than demand or expect it. Gift. This sunlit moment is an opportunity to let your ego step out of the way. Let the sun's light flow through you and let spirit do the work. Shine wholeheartedly and share the warmth with friends, family, your community, and the world. Make it an offering. Live the truth. I am the center of the universe, and so are you. So yes, it's really getting through the night and the day of the self. And the personality is a channel in which we do that in a visible way. And the moon is a way that we channel and do that in an internal way. But let's read. Moon. The moon, ruler of Cancer, speaks of the deep inner river of emotions, what motivates you, how you experience and express your feelings, and how you nurture and need nurturance. In your astrological chart, the moon is as important as the sun, even though it's much smaller. By a coincidence of relative size and distance, from our earthly perspective, the sun and moon are symbols of consciousness and unconsciousness, appear to be the same size. And this proportion makes eclipses possible. The moon cycles through the zodiac in 27 and a half days, changing signs every 2 days and coloring our moods, habits, and behaviors. Action. First, perceive what unspoken emotional inner calling and patterns drive you. Stillness. So you have to still the mind. Look to your own moon sign. When you cooperate with your moon's emotional motivation, you'll find it easier to walk in harmony with your path. Next, investigate, Scorpio, the needs and wants of those around you. The emotions underneath the surface actually run this show. Those primary drives are expressed through habits and actions, nuance and expression, rather than through words. Look for that underground ocean. It carries the soul's energy. Speak to the insecurities that slow this process. Act in a way that helps others feel nurtured, warm, and emotionally connected. Make them feel at home. Tend the food, water, the home base. Like the moon, the energy in the situation will wax and wane, so assess the current phase and work with those cycles. So this is a full moon. Challenge. Look to feelings rather than logic to move the situation forward. Notice my face. Notice any strange responses to anxiety, touchy personal defenses, nepotism, xenophobia, subjectivity, or insecurity, either in your motivation or in those around you. Tend to the fear that lies underneath these behaviors. Gift. You are the one with the ebb and the flow. Watch what sign the moon occupies each day and let the moon teach you about its phases. Align yourself with those tides and make your life easier. Oh, I feel like this video is a sweet introduction into my next biggest offering, and I'm excited. And obviously it has to do with the menstrual cycle and healing the self through the menstrual cycle, healing relationships through the menstrual cycle and all these things. But I've been chatting with you guys for a while now, and like I told you, it's pretty late. See, and even the music stopped. So, this was fun. Tap into Venus. Tap into Venus. Venus is in Aries right now, maybe? Now, I haven't done my homework, as you can see. But tap into your own Venus sign. Tap into your own moon sign, like this said. We're all in this together, you guys. I am the center of the universe, and so are you.